Hi guys, Natasha here. Today I'm doing a highly requested video. It's a tutorial on HISOKA's wig. I was lucky enough to have DONALOVEHAIR sponsor me this front lace wig. I will tell you quickly about it. On their website, it's called Orange Waist Length Curly Synthetic Lace Wig. The length is 26 inches. There is a lot of hair. It's heat resistant. It was super curly and I kind of just a little bit straightened it out so it's not as wild. So the length in the front is kind of shorter than the length in the back. It goes like all the way to... So if you do go and buy from their site, you can use my code Natalia and you get $8 off. So yeah, let's go on to the tutorial now. Things you'll need. Wig head table clip. It's got to be glued. Blasting freeze spray. Your oldest tube styling spiking glue. It can't have a cap. Like, if you have a cap, just throw it away. It has to be ugly. So for this, we're using Got2b. We're not sponsored by Got2b, by the way. It's just very good. Damn, that sounded very sponsor-like. Okay. You also need tacky glue. Hopefully this isn't open. We're using the Aliens. Original tacky glue. Yeah. All purpose.
Pretty sure you butchered that name.
Yes, I did. And I'm proud of it. A bobby pin. Like 40 of them. That is not 40. One tiny little rubber band. Just one. One is fine. Casey, why do we need a rubber band?
Sticks better to the synthetic wig.
Yes.
And plus it's HISOKA, the properties of rubber.
No! You also need exactly 250 craft pins. And it has to be Aylius pins. A razor blade. A wig brush. Please don't use a regular brush on a wig. It will die in front of you. And then you also need a stabby comb. You just need the stab part. A pair of your smallest scissors. You need what Casey calls gator clips because we're in Florida and everything has to be about oranges and gators. A blow dryer. A wig head. A friend.
For the first step, we're going to shape the hairline. HISOKA's hairline isn't round. The corners will go back and they're more square-like. I feel like that's a little detail that cosplayers miss, and then they wonder why the finished result doesn't look 100% like HISOKA's hair.
We're pinning it to the wig head, and then we're going to use a blade to... You pin it down. Our goal right now is to cut HISOKA's hairline, the squares that he has there, but also so it's symmetrical. And we need to separate hairs because if it's like down or something, it will just cut off the hairs and it'll be everywhere. Cut the lace, not the hair. Then try it on and make sure it is the same, symmetrical. So next step is you keep it on your head. You have to put it into a ponytail because if you put it on a ponytail while it's on the wig head, your head is bigger than the wig head, so it'll be either crooked or it'll be smaller or shorter and it's just inaccurate. And the parts around it will be cut as like the framing.
I left all the hair around it because this is going to be styled up.
Base is like hidden and made to support the other ones that are actually like people are going to see. So people shouldn't see this.
This is the part where I use the rubber band. Don't be afraid to put the ponytail higher up. In the future, when the side and the bottom hair that's not in the ponytail is styled up, it's attached to it, so it will be pulling the ponytail down.
The next step is to cut off the parts that are hanging. That sounded weird. Next part is the tacky glue. Before the tacky glue, you gotta put like 1,000 safety pins all around it so it's like a good base. You put the tacky glue on the ponytail thing so it's
Starting from the inside.
starting from the inside.
And also make sure you hold it where you want it to sit.
After you tacky glued the crap out of it, you need to use the blow dryer to help it dry and harden faster.
So first I'll be styling the bangs back. I have these two parts in the front and this one is going to be between this to go up here and the other's going to be on top and shorter.
First you want to separate the bangs from one bastard strand to two bastard strands. Pull a strand back and see how short you want to cut it. Then use the hairspray on the hair underneath and on the strand itself. I'd recommend using a hairdryer in this step to make it harden faster and stay in place better, but I go over those strands again later with hairdryer and hairspray.
Also, the ones around here are also shorter than the hair over here, so I'm separating it, and then I'm gonna style this up, and I'm gonna make this short styled here. Also, the length of this is not the same as this, it's different lengths. It's like, so far, it should look pretty weird.
Then you gotta repeat the same thing with the strands left in the front. It's gonna take a while. Good luck, buddy. Oh, and don't make the strands on the side the same length. I will repeat this like 3,000 times. Just don't do it. It would look awful, and I mean, if you want to look awful, then go ahead. Oh, and the strands left in the back, I didn't shorten or style them up while the wig was on me, because unfortunately, I do not have eyes on my back, so I couldn't see anything that was going on over there. I didn't want to risk it. I don't want you to risk it. So just clip the hair up to the ponytail to trim later when the wig is on the wig head. When you place the wig back on the wig head, you now have to make sure that the short strands you cut stay in place and look good. That means you have to use a heck ton of hairspray and hair dry those rebellious bastards waiting to fall down when you're not looking. You also want to make sure that the sideburns part of the wig stay very flat to your head because it messes with the whole look if they're all puffy. So yeah, for the next 5,000 or 6,000 years maybe, you're just gonna be cutting the strands that are hanging and spraying them onto the wig so they stay up well.
Try to get as much hair up as you can. All this see-through stuff, it doesn't matter. You're gonna cover it later. So our main goal was to put it up. I put this on my head, and about here is a good length for it.
Now you're shortening the length of the wig. Don't just chop the end off, cut vertically into strands of hair so it doesn't look too choppy. And hopefully, it even ends up looking pointy. Even if you don't achieve pointiness, don't worry, spiking glue always saves the day. Also, when you're recording stuff like this, don't drink orange juice because it makes it sound weird. Also, here's a tip that no one will tell you but me. Every 15 to 20 minutes, you probably want to hairspray the wig and blow dry it because it needs some support, like, you know, heart to heart.
Next on our show, we're going to be filling in these holes with all the extra hair.
My technique for this was taking a strand of hair from the leftover hair pile, covering it in hairspray, then drying it with a hairdryer. This means the strand won't fall apart. Then I use a bit of tacky glue and put in the empty spots between the hairs in the wig, and then I stuff them with the extra hair.
You're most likely going to have those little really noticeable white hairs sticking out from using so much hairspray. What I do, I just cut them out carefully. So this is one of the nastiest parts that I hate. You gotta take the spiking glue and you gotta spike it. I think this is enough.
Since putting the wig in a ponytail makes the wig cap slide up, once you put it on, you'll most likely have a chunk of your hair showing from under it, and sliding the wig down just won't work. To fix that, you'll have to create a lot of strands of hair from the leftover hair pile that you will glue to the bottom of the wig, extending it down, but at the same time, it simulates a hairline. You basically do your best to gather hairs to form a strong and thick hair strand, so when it dries up, it doesn't fall apart. I recommend using a hairdryer to quicken the process of drying. When it's dry, you just cut little triangles into it. Before you can glue on the extra strands, you have to make sure they have good support to hang on. You wouldn't want them weighing down the hair and then that would result in your wig falling apart. Find parts that are falling, put tacky glue inside on the ponytail, and while pressing the hair to it, blow dry it. It should stay up pretty well. You won't rip it off even if you tried. I put the wig on my head and mark the areas behind my ears with black bobby pins. That's where the extra strands will begin. I made a filming error here, but it's nothing too complicated. You put a bit of tacky glue on the extra strand just above where it hardened and press it to the bottom of the wig. Don't forget to blow dry it. You go in a row till you reach the other side where the black bobby pin is. While you reach the middle of the back of the wig, you want to gradually make each strand longer than the one before it, so that the middle of the hairline in the back of the wig is the longest point. And obviously, to make the hair stay up, you put a little bit of tacky glue behind it. So yeah, that's how I made my HISOKA wig. The secret's finally out. I don't have a video of me in this wig yet, but here's a few pictures from Katsucon, and this is my past HISOKA wig made exactly the same way. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Check out DONALOVEHAIR too, and use my code Natalia for $8 off. Bye bye!
Oh, fuck. That is, okay, rip.
Thank you.
My manager, my helper, my assistant. You'll need an unknown amount of pins because you'll be pinning the shit out of the wig. Okay, restart. In case he's looking at me. Do your cosplay.
I'm trying.
You have like a day. I have a day off. Weren't you gonna go sleep at one?
You know,
I don't
sometimes
know.
when we're young we say things and we do things that we don't really mean.
I just love when you said that. And look at her. Look at her. Look at his little hair up. She hasn't slept for 2 days. Are you sleepy?
I'm always sleepy.
Oh.